perfection is so overrated. It is not about being perfect. It is so much more important that you are true to yourself, because if you stay true to yourself, you love yourself more, you are happier, and other people will love you even more, and the right people will love you if you are authentic and if you are staying true to yourself and you don't try to control yourself, you don't try to be perfect, because perfect is boring. No, what I mean by that is we need a good balance between trying to be our best version and I think about where I want to go from here. You see, some moments like this is alive. It is not perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. We are good enough as we are, even if we are not perfect and not everything is polished. And we have to understand that our worth lies not or let me put it in this word, it does not depend on our success and on our outward achievements. Our self-worth is deeply rooted in who we are, because we are incredible human beings who have the capacity to feel joy and happiness, and this makes us incredibly worthy. And we have two kinds of self-worth. One self-worth is this kind of natural self-worth that cannot be measured. The human being worth cannot be measured. We are all infinitely worthy. And the other self-worth is flexible. It depends on outside circumstances, on success. But there is a difference. And our natural self-worth is always bigger and greater. And I've spoken about this in other videos, so in this video I want to talk about perfection and that we don't need to be perfect, and it is not the goal, because life is a process. We are developing and we are like a song. And this song is moving. We are a process. And we are not only one perfect tone. We are not only one perfect scene in a movie, we are the whole movie. And through the experience of making something that we call wrong, we know what is right for us. We feel it deep inside of us, what feels right for us. And then we know through experience, not only theoretical, we know from experience what feels right for us. And through going away from our so-called right path, we come more into alignment with that what feels right for us. For example, if somebody is relatively healthy, and with health it is always a thing that is not 0 or 100%, it is something what we call healthy can even be improved, right? And if somebody is healthy and this person gets get sick, after that maybe this person get even healthier, because this person was inspired to eat more fruits, to eat healthier things, and to work out or do something for their health, and they get healthier through the contrasting experience. And if we do something wrong, the same thing happens. We know what we want, we know what we want to be, and we are more of who we want to be. And life was never intended for us to do only the right things. And what are the right things? In one country, it is the right thing to dress as a woman, to cover your hair, to not show your hair. This is the right thing to do in this country, and people believe that this is how a woman is worthy and pure. And in another country, if a woman walks with only a burqa, is it called in German? I hope it's the same word in English. And only her eyes are seen. This is seen as something wrong, and being there naked at the beach is not seen as wrong. Or in the bikini, it is not seen as wrong. It is seen as the right thing, as a normal thing, and it is natural to be naked and to be in a bikini somewhere. I just want to say that, but people have different opinions about what is right and wrong, and we don't come here to do only the right things, because through discovering what we not want is our sense of what we want so much stronger, and we know by experience who we are and who we are not. And that is why we don't have to be perfect, and why it is good that we are not perfect. And a baby is not perfect. It is perfect, but it is a whole, wonderful and incredibly, infinitely worthy being, but it doesn't have a doctor title yet. And that doesn't make that baby less worthy. And if we look with the same eyes at ourselves, then we see that we are wonderful beings. And we are good enough as we are now. And it is wonderful if we want to improve and develop in something, but we don't have to do it out of the need and out of the fear of not being good enough. And we have all felt this. We don't need to hide that. Everybody knows this feeling, but it is a lie. In truth, we are all infinitely worthy. And we have been convinced by society that it is not so, because they want to sell us their beautiful clothes and their beautiful things that They want to convince people that they would need that to be more worthy. It's a whole industry that is built on that concept, but we don't have to believe that anymore. And we are not arrogant if we are confident. Confidence is our natural state. Arrogant is a lack of confidence. Arrogance is the need to prove the worthiness to oneself or to somebody else, and a lack mindset of feeling separated from others and therefore needing to be better. That is arrogance. But confidence is something different. It is our natural state. And if we see that clearly, we can allow ourselves to feel our natural confidence. And you can do so by saying out loud this sentence: I allow myself to feel my natural confidence. I allow myself to feel my natural confidence. I allow myself to feel my natural confidence. Say this again and again during the day, and you will feel so much more confident. And if you feel already confident and you're in a good mood and you want to feel your infinite self-worth, you can also say, I am the only one who can decide how worthy I am, and I am infinitely worthy. You can say that over and over to yourself until this new belief is deeply rooted in your cells and you know how worthy you are. Have a nice day.